session, and we will have it available. If Facebook doesn't play well with us today and there's some glitch there, we will record this and have this available at a later point, hopefully later on today, or definitely before Monday. So that's a lot of preliminaries. I do want to give people, I've got 2 minutes till 9, so I am trying to make sure we give everyone enough chance to tune in if they're wanting to tune in. Um, just as a means of introduction, my name is Vicki Morris. For those of you who may not know who I am the host and program director for Rise. It's one of the things that I do, and I have a decent sized marketing company that really fuels and funnels a lot of things that we do with Rise. So we've got one more person coming in the waiting room, still on 2 minutes there, waiting for the live video. Facebook is not showing the live video. I'm not sure why not. And if it does not play, we have a plan B. We will have this up later on today, and we will be able to share everything with our audience. We've got a couple more people coming on in. Good morning and welcome. And it's 8:59, so I say it's close enough. Let's get this party started this morning. Welcome to Rise. We are excited to have everyone here today. We are doing things a little differently. We've changed up our slide deck a bit just to keep it fresh, new, and interesting. We want to welcome everyone to Rise Goes Virtual. This is our Rise morning event. We're excited to have you. We hope you all are joining us and enjoying your delicious cup of coffee. Hopefully you have your Rise mug already. We'll talk about that in a second too. But good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to have you. And as you're joining in, please feel free to drop your name and your company name in the comments or in the chat if you're with us on Zoom. We'd love to know who you are and a little bit about your company. And this is a great way to let people know about who you are and what you do. Typically, when we have an in-person event, we don't have an opportunity for everyone to tell us all about their business. But because our event is virtual, you can drop it in the chat along with your URL. Drop your website link there and tell people a little bit about what you do, and maybe you can help someone connect with someone that they're looking to connect with. Maybe you can offer a service to someone that they have been looking for a trusted provider for. So we want to take advantage of this opportunity because I think it's a real great way for us to connect, collaborate, and grow with one another. We got more people coming on in. So if you want to drop the information in the chat, we'd love to share that with everyone. All right, so we want to make sure we thank our sponsors. Rise is a free event, and we want to always keep it free to attend. That is the premise that we've always had. However, we want to bring you a quality event, and that comes at a cost sometimes. So the things that we have to do to make sure that we are providing a great atmosphere for connection and growth. And so we do want to say a special thank you to our sponsors, ISBA, the Interactive Startup Business Application, I2C, the Pill Method, Innovate Huntsville, and Computer Troubleshooters. Thank you all very much, sincerely, for your support of Rise, and we hope that you have found it beneficial partnership with us as we continue to bring events and tools and tips and strategies to the small business community right here in North Alabama. Speaking of the things that we're bringing to everyone, did you know that we have a fantastic Morning Brew online magazine? It's filled with lots of content some content from our participants here. We're showcasing one of the article series from Rick, one of our longtime participants with RISE. He is writing a series and we're calling it A Legacy of Health and Wealth. So it's great content. We have a theme every month, great articles, great news and views that you can use for your small business. Now, speaking of that, if we can go back one slide, I did want to let everyone know I love QR codes. There's a QR code right there. If you want to find out about that magazine, hold your phone up, let the camera focus on that QR code, hold it up, focus on the QR code, and it will take you right to the website with all of our magazines, and you can see all of the great content that we've put on there. So we're excited about that, and I wanted to make sure that you had a very easy way to get right to that content that we are providing for you, again, free of charge. So if you are wanting to know more about the magazine, want to have an article in the magazine, or want to have an ad in the magazine, let us know. We'd be glad to have you in that publication. Okay, now we do want to share great announcements. RISE is all about serving the small business and entrepreneurial community right here in our area. So we know that there are lots of things that are going on that can help small businesses. And we know about a lot of the things, but we don't know about everything. So if you have an event or a seminar, or know of an event or seminar, or ribbon cutting, or an open house, or some type of event going on that you think would be beneficial to the RISE audience, let us know. You can drop that information in the chat on our Facebook page. Let us know those things. And if you have a graphic, you have a PNG or a JPEG flyer for your event, send it to us and we'll be happy to share that to the RISE audience. So definitely want to make that opportunity available to you. We've still got more people coming on in. We are doing really good on our attendance for today. So we're excited to have so many people coming in. For those of you who are just joining us, let us know who you are. Drop your name and your company name in the chat. And if you, I don't think it's on Facebook right now, but if it somehow is on Facebook, let us know in the comments who you are and your name and your company, and we'll be happy to circulate that information amongst ourselves. All right, so if we're moving on to our next slide, speaking of Facebook, we are doing some new things with the RISE Facebook group. We have an opportunity for mentoring through SCORE and internally. So if you're looking to be mentored on certain aspects of things going on with your business, let us know in the Facebook group and we will do what we can to pair you up with someone internally. Or if we can't find someone internally in our RISE family here, we have an opportunity to partner with SCORE Alabama, with SCORE nationally, and it is a free mentoring service for small businesses. We currently have 872 members on our Facebook group. We want to get people active and engaged and finding useful things for their business. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, hop on over and join that group. There are a couple of questions on there just so we can make sure that we've got the right people in the group that are going to be a benefit. And we would love to see you there. And every week, we're going to try to do a nice welcome message to a Facebook group, and we'll give you a shout out and tag you in the post. And, you know, so your friends and colleagues can see what group, what business groups you are associated with. And hopefully you'll find some great nuggets of content that will be useful for you as you continue to grow your business. All right, and our next slide, our plans for 2021. I'm a planner. I like getting things done. I like having a schedule. I like knowing that things are going to flow the way they should be. So my team and I have been hard at work getting plans for 2021 underway. This is just a small list. of the speakers that are confirmed for 2021. On the other side of the page, you will see the themes that we're going to focus on for 2021. These themes will be replicated, some with our speakers, but definitely in our magazine each month. Each month we'll have a theme that is going to provide content and resources to help you grow and strengthen your small business. So we did want to share that with you. And as we progress through our planning, we will share the speakers, their topics, and their dates that they're going to be speaking in the Facebook group. So this is where you will find all that information, and it will be on our website. We are constantly iterating to make things better and more informative for you so that we can have Rise be the resource for small businesses in our local area. We want to share content from other entities and other companies, but we definitely want to make sure we're doing things to help you grow and sustain your small business. All right, we still got people coming in. It's so exciting to see so many people coming in. Now, we mentioned our Rise coffee mugs. This is the beautiful coffee mug you see pictured here. This is a great way to support Rise. You can easily go to our website, therisegroupHSB.com, and you can order your mug. What we can do, we can have a touch-free pickup for you. Go to the website, buy the mug, and you can come by our office and we will have it bagged and ready in a beautiful gift bag, ready for you to pick up touch-free. So we would love for you to have a mug, drink your coffee mug, and let everyone know that you support Rise. And I think these mugs are so cool. It's got a yellow rim inside. I like bright colors, and this is just a fun mug, a fun reminder of your support of a fantastic networking group right here in North Alabama. All right, and we are moving along. So all of the preliminaries are out of the way. We have a great presentation today from some of our own. Brandon and Rashida have been coming to Rise. They were coming to Rise a lot before we had, Corona hit. We couldn't do Rise events in person anymore, but they are true products of the power of networking. Now, they didn't just start networking when they came to Rise. They were really good at it already, and they used Rise in the way that it should be used, and they capitalized on it. And I wanted to get in touch with them and have them share their startup story. It's fascinating, the things that they've done, the way that they have interweaved themselves into the community to build a strong business, and doing it through the power of networking. It's a phenomenal startup story. I've heard it a couple of times before. We've interacted with them on different occasions, and it's a fantastic story. And I thought, wow, this is just something we have to share with our audience here. Now, one more thing before I turn the mantle over to the Harts. If you are looking at our magazine, you will see their bio in the magazine. We highlight all of our speakers there, and that bio is in our magazine. So if you want to learn more about them and find out a little bit more information about them, check out the magazine and look for this page in the Morning Brew magazine. So without further ado, we are going to switch over. And as we're switching over, we get to see everybody's face. So good morning, everybody. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Great to have you here. And we're going to get going with Brandon and Rashida. If we want to go on and turn the mic over to you all, I'm going to go on mute. And the floor is yours. Welcome, Dr. Hart and Mrs. Rashida Hart. Thank you for being a part this morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for the lovely introduction.
Yes.
Honestly, we couldn't do any of these things without the community, so it just feels really good to have the community support. And we appreciate everything that y'all have done for us along our journey as well, and all the future things we're going to be doing together also.
Yes, absolutely. That was an amazing introduction. And we love going to Rise and just supporting. And, this whole thing, making an impact, it started networking, started meeting people at the meetings and just connecting and seeing how we could better serve them and their vision as well. So kind of diving into that, that's kind of what our theme was for today, was just really making an impact in our community's health, our community's ecosystem of local businesses, and just really seeing how we could serve. And with that, we have a few strategies that we used. Obviously, one is networking, networking. And we're going to just dive right into it. Before we do that, we'll talk a little bit about us and how we actually got planted here in Huntsville. So we've been married for 3 years now. And I can't mess that one up, can I? No. So we've been married for 3 years. We were in Georgia for about 4.5, 5 years. Moved there early 2014. And that is when I was pursuing my chiropractic degree. And my lovely wife, she did not leave my side, and she wanted to learn the other side of chiropractic, which is business, the business aspect. And we kind of just brought both brains together to see how we could, make this thing real. How could we really do this ourselves? So we were in Atlanta. For about 4.5, 5 years, and we decided to come back to Alabama. When was it? About 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go to Enterprise, Alabama, because that's where I'm originally from. And she said if I was to go down there, I'd be going by myself. So we had to find we had to find a bigger city. And we looked around. We looked at Birmingham and a few other places, and I just loved Huntsville. We loved the atmosphere. The people were just so kind, and we just felt like God put us here. So with that, we came here and started our journey to opening our office. And here's just a few bullet points about me and my wife. She's operated an office for about 5 years, as long as we were in Georgia, and she's a local mentor for a nonprofit here in the area. And I also specialize in family care. I'm part of the International Pediatric Chiropractic Association, where I get to pursue a diplomate in taking care of children and pregnant women as well, because we love to see families get better together in our office. So we can go to the next slide here. One of our missions, this is our mission, and this is really what kind of started our engine. Our mission is really to transform the community health by creating a legacy of healthy families, one generation at a time. With that, we just really wanted to meet as many people as possible. Would you agree on that?
Oh, yes, definitely. And we wanted to really instill in everybody that you don't have to come from necessarily a healthy family to be the person in your family to change the trajectory. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what maybe has come or preceded before you, that we can all take this first step together. And it's something that not only transforms you physically, mentally, emotionally, but it rubs over and spills over into so many other areas. So it's just such a huge benefit. And, you don't ever want to leave your family behind. So we always want to make sure we're doing things as a unit, because together we go a lot further than if we would alone. So that's a big thing for us.
Yeah, that's true. So just getting into that, one of our first things we did when we got here, we knew we had to network. We knew we had to network, and our biggest key was just getting to know people. We want to get to know people. We want to get to know their mission. We want to get to know their local business, and we wanted to know, how can we serve that, right? How could we serve your mission? How could we serve your vision? How could we pour into what you're trying to create for the community? Because once again, that's going to make a great ecosystem for our local businesses, especially during this time. So, just kind of opening up our laptop and just seeing like, okay, what's out there? What can we do? And first thing we went to was a chamber, Madison Chamber of Commerce, Huntsville Chamber of Commerce, and just dove right into it. Where's the ribbon cuttings? How can we go and support? How can we go and just show our face and just say congratulations to those people that are opening up? They always have things going on. Always on the calendar. This is kind of pre-COVID, but I know they still have a lot of things going on. So the ribbon cuttings, the after hours, the breakfast, and it was kind of a dating. I can't remember what it was called, but we always went there because we got the speed date for local businesses to get to know.
Breakfast and biz.
Yes, breakfast and biz. That's what it was. That's what it was. Thank you, Miss Vicky. I appreciate it. Rise was another great place where we just was able to just network, and sometimes you meet the same people, but it's okay. We get to catch up and show support. And when you meet the same people at different places, I guess you're doing something well. That's kind of what I think about. Tennessee Valley Business, another great organization. A ton of groups in there. And we're in two of them. We got to start going back to our meetings because we've just been so busy in the office, and then COVID, of course. And then, of course, Huntsville Young Professionals. And then last but not least, meetup.com. A lot of people don't know meetup.com has some groups around that, you can go and just connect with and go and meet, like I said, meet more people, learn more about their vision and how you could better serve them. And one of on this next slide here, it has a quote that my mentor of ours told us. If you go to that next one, something that we always talk about, building long-lasting relationships based on trust. And I'll let you kind of speak on that one.
Yes, and one tip for the networking I think is really huge. You don't have to wait until you have maybe a structural foundation or a lot of these big things in place before you can start networking. It's honestly one of the first things you can do in any situation. So I think a really good tip would be, no matter where you are in your process, whether you're writing your business plan, whether you're still scouting locations, if you know the area that you want to be in, go ahead and start immersing yourself and getting into the events, meeting people, talking to people. A lot of these things also are you speaking things into existence. So go by the shop that you see yourself having in a few years, talk to the neighbors, don't wait, don't limit yourself or say, I'm going to start doing this when this happens. Just start doing it, because just like Doc said, you'll build the rapport, you'll see the same people multiple times, and then it really starts to establish a good relationship.
Absolutely. And where are y'all at this picture? What event is this?
Oh, this is Jazz in the Park.
Oh, that was my goodness.
Yes, and so I wanted to bring that out because it's a jazz concert. It has nothing to do with chiropractic, but it was a great opportunity to get involved with the community. And, Kenny Anderson is a part of this event, and he's a great community supporter and small business supporter. And so this was a great way to marry several different aspects of networking and community involvement. And it turned out to be a great opportunity for everyone involved. So
yes,
just want to throw that in there.
Yes, shout out to Mr. Kenny Anderson with the best socks I've ever seen in my life. But yes, that definitely goes to how you have to be innovative. You don't necessarily have to stay on brand or stick to a specific box. And I think that's one thing that we did. Our very first event we ever did in Huntsville when we first came was the Rocket City Burger Battle. Which was amazing. We had such a great time and we met so many people, and honestly, you'd be surprised. People, the hosts of these large events, they don't want just musical vendors or people who are doing music lessons or tutoring. They want to diversify who they have because it's going to bring out a larger crowd. So don't let it throw you off or detour you if you're looking on these websites or looking at these events and maybe it doesn't seem right at first something that would fit your brand, because the worst thing that's going to happen is they just say no. And I would say 9 times out of 10, they will counter back and say, you're not right for this event, but I have XYZ coming up in the future, or I know somebody doing something else. So, just cast your net far and wide.
Cast it far and wide. And oh my goodness, I love this event, and we're looking forward to it.
Oh yeah,
next September, and we'll definitely be a sponsor. And thanks again, Kenny.
Yes, so good.
Yeah, being innovative in the marketplace. One thing I do want to talk about, I think this is something a little different that we were doing during our, pre-COVID, was a fishbowl campaign. So what this is it's kind of a small size, what you put like what people put a goldfish in on, on TV or whatever. But you get this, and you would sit it in a restaurant. So a restaurant,
Local, of course.
yeah, local, of course, a local restaurant, and they would partner with you, and you would use that restaurant to cater food to local businesses. So you would sit that fishbowl in the restaurant, and you could have like a little saying on there, a little signage on there that says, drop your card and win a free lunch or free breakfast on Legacy Health. And so we would drop them around 5 or 6 local businesses, and every single we had one at Mango's because we love to eat there.
Gosh.
We loved it. Yeah, a little bit too much. But we dropped it in there, and every week we would go and check them out, go and check the cards, and we would call them. And we would just let them know, hey, we want to sponsor lunch on us from Mango's. So does beginning or end of the week work? And we would go and bring that lunch to them, and we would talk a little bit about what we do. So you can change it up, for people who own a gym. You can always go in and kind of just sit down and say, hey, it's the new year. The new year's coming up. I want to make sure that your employees are on the right track moving forward. So could I come in and just bring a few subs and just kind of talk about some of their fitness goals and how I can help them reach it? So, just being innovative that way, and really just you're casting your net out wide. And that was something that we did, and it helped us, reach more people.
Oh yeah.
And just learn more about our community.
Yeah. And participating in non-business community events. This is probably one of my favorite things for sure. And again, one of the first things we did when we didn't even live here, we were just looking at the area, we went and volunteered at a veterans job hiring event where we just, wanted to donate our time because we had come from a large military family. Had nothing to do with what we were doing. It wasn't there for any kind of business motive. And that's really good too, because sometimes you can get really caught up in opening a business. So it's a great way to still be with and surrounded by your career, your community, but shift your mindset. And you can get so many great takeaways. It can also, I'm the kind of person, if I'm in a not good mood or if I'm struggling, serving other people makes me feel really good. So it's a great way to also just gain some clarity. That's how I became a local mentor, and just trying to find things you can do outside of promoting or networking or marketing your business that just shows your involvement. Because if you're going to be here to stay, these are your neighbors, these are your family members now, get involved, help them out, because that's what community is ultimately all about.
Absolutely.
Planting seeds. It's not always, the immediate reward. Sometimes you do these things and you never know how it'll come back to you, which is really, really cool too.
Yep. So we can go to the cool. So this is another part of our kind of our I guess you could say business strategy is including the community in our ribbon cutting. Yeah. Now we were going to have a grand opening. Like I said, COVID hit, and we just kind of moved that back, and we got a few other things for 2021, and we'll be celebrating and getting the community, getting our local businesses involved. So during our ribbon cutting, those people we made relationships with and, had blessed us to be a part of their different groups and different events. We wanted to bless them and return the favor and allow them either a few seconds or a few minutes to sponsor a door prize and also talk about their business. So,
and we promoted it on our Facebook page for the weeks we probably promoted our ribbon cutting. So it was a nice way to highlight them also.
It was a great way to highlight them. And we just encourage them to also, if you could, get the word out and talk a little bit about the ribbon cutting. And we love to also see some of your clients at the ribbon cutting so we can, show them what we do and how we could serve them as well. And likewise, we did the same. So just highlighting them. We went with a local food vendor. Once again, Mango's. We did Mango's. So,
they just get it right every time.
Oh my goodness, they are amazing. So just really creating a big wave for that ribbon cutting and getting everyone excited. Getting everyone excited and getting our community involved was a great thing. I would say the last thing we did was partner. Well, not the last thing, but one thing that we did was partner with a nonprofit. So always giving back in certain seasons. So we partnered with OWN,
Mhm.
which is a nonprofit for women that are seniors in high school.
Yes, they have an awesome program called Pathway to Success, and they work with local senior high school girls.
Yep.
And what they do is they have extracurricular classes outside of standard high school curriculum,
Yeah.
things on emotional intelligence, budgeting, how to file college applications. And they also have to meet with a mentor weekly. And at the end, they get a $2,000 scholarship and a brand new laptop. So it's really awesome. And they're always looking for sponsors and funding to help keep the initiative moving forward. So we immediately knew that if we were going to be able to sell, discount, or kind of collect donations in any way we could, that's where we wanted it to go.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
want to add a little caveat about OWN. When Alka was just thinking about starting this foundation, she came to Rise. It was called Hot Coffee at the time, but the same group. But that was one of the first places she announced what she was going to do. So Alka got really busy with the foundation and things got really big for her. But she is also a product of the Rise networking power. So thanks for mentioning that. And we want to make sure we get that shout out to Alka.
Yes, absolutely. She's
Agreed.
amazing.
Agreed.
She's
She is amazing. But I mean, yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Really just going in and being one with the community and supporting and serving and appreciating this ecosystem we have here, because it is amazing. It's a really, really great local business.
Yes,
and
we're very blessed.
we're very, very blessed. And I guess you can see down there, promote. Get out there, tell your story, tell your mission, and have passion behind it, because people are going to see that. And
Oh yeah.
when people see that you're passionate about something and you love it, then they get passionate right along with you. So just stay out there and just stay passionate about it.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Just immerse yourself in the community as much as you can and lean on your community for support, because just like the seasons, things change and you just have to be ready to weather the storm. But when you have great community support, it does make even the hard times that much easier.
Absolutely.
So again, even if you feel like you're doing these things and you're not getting anything out of it, one of Doc's mentors always say, if you do the right thing long enough, the results speak for themselves. And I could not agree more. So sometimes it can get a little discouraging when you're waiting for that table to turn, but I promise you it always is going to come. And the way I like to think of it, those bad days are going to come anyway. So when they come, just be happy, because you're only up from there.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Oh, so that's how you can reach out to us. We're right off 7185. I almost forgot the address. 7185 Highway 72 West, right across the street from Kroger, right across from Exercise Coach.
Yes, our neighbor.
Yes, our neighbor. We love Mr. Tom. So yeah, feel free to give us a call, email us if there's anything we can ever do to serve, to help you in your mission. Please let us know. Recently, this December, we do want to, if anybody knows, we do want to sponsor a tree. I guess like a giving tree. Is that what it is? Like a tree that we can, angel tree, so that we can give back to a local family for Christmas. So if you do have any information on that, please give us a call or email us. I would love to once again give back to the community. That's what it's about.
Well, thank y'all so much. That was such great information. And I just have to say, y'all's ribbon cutting was one of the best. The pictures that you showed don't even begin to convey how fun it was, how packed it was. The food was great. The energy was great. It was just, and it was raining that day. It was bad weather outside. But it was so much fun. It was so the warmth inside that event, your personality, it all came through, and it was just a great sense of community. You all touched on mentoring and being involved in the community, and those things are just monumentally important in growing your business. Those are some of the things that we really want to focus on with Rise. Having a bigger push on mentoring. whether it's a formal arrangement or an informal arrangement, just having somebody that you are accountable to, and the things that you're doing, the decisions you're making with your business, and giving you some really honest and valuable feedback on the things that you're doing. Those are things that a mentor can do. They've walked that road beforehand. And if they have signed up to be a mentor, they're willing to give you that feedback in a way that will help you grow. So I really appreciate you all mentioning that. And on several different occasions during your presentation, talking about mentoring, I think that is one of the foundational building blocks of the success or failure of any business.
We also
You
have
don't have that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we also have a mentor, and I think that is a good point.
Absolutely.
I think what really helped us is getting coaching and mentoring. It's
Yep.
definitely been a game changer. So
Yes.
I agree 1,000%.
And no matter where you are in business, there's always an opportunity for mentoring. If you're just starting, if you've been in it for a little while and you kind of know what you're doing, still great opportunity for a mentor. If you're seasoned in it and you're looking to even continue to grow, still great opportunity for mentoring. Highly encourage it. I had mentors throughout my career, my foundational portions. I still have mentors to this day. And so that is a phenomenal thing. So thank you all for that great presentation. I hope our audience today will reach out to Brandon and Rashida. Go by their clinic. He is a fantastic chiropractor, very science-based, and is going to help you in the things that are bothering you and find out why. And take the time to get to know you as a person, not just a patient. So highly recommend Brandon and Rashida and the staff that they have there. It just feels like old friends. Even if you just met them 20 minutes ago, they're a fantastic couple, individually and even more powerful collectively. So thank you again, Dr. Brandon Hart and Mrs. Rashida Hart. Thank y'all so much for being fantastic presenters today. We do want to wrap things up. We've got, as I said, we are trying to do things to help grow and sustain small businesses. My company, Face to Face Marketing, is on a mission. We want to help you grow. And so we want to give everyone a free tool, a tip sheet on SEO for your website. So again, you know me, it's a QR code. So hold your phone up, scan that code, and you can get this free tip sheet on helping to fine tune your SEO on your website. If you don't know what that is a very good way to get found online. If this day and age with COVID, websites are even more important. And so having a great SEO, search engine optimization for your website and even for your social media is a great thing to have now in this day and age. And we're giving you just as a gift to say thank you for being a part of what we're doing and supporting our company individually and collectively. We want to give you a free gift. Just scan that code and you can download that tip sheet that is going to help you today. It's work. SEO is hard work. It's not difficult, but it is tedious. But we're going to show you how to do it, guide you through it, and you can make a difference, even if you're a beginner with just this tip sheet. So that's our free gift from Face to Face Marketing to our Rise audience. Scan that code and you'll be able to download that tip sheet. And if you have questions about it, drop us a line in the Facebook group for Rise, and we'll be able to walk you through those and help you with that if that's something that you desire. So that brings us to the end of another fantastic Friday the 13th version of Rise in the Morning. And there was nothing bad luck about today. This is a great event, great content, great attendance. And if you want to learn more about Rise and all the things that we've got going on, we've got a few ways that you can get in touch with us. Our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, LinkedIn, and Instagram. My name is Vicki Morris. I am the host and program director for Rise, and we cannot wait to get together with you on our next occasion. This is November, so we've got the holidays coming up. So we will meet again December 11th, I believe it is. And we have a great presentation on pitch competitions. And yes, Rise is the perfect audience to talk about pitch competitions. Your business is well qualified to do a pitch competition. There's several that are around, and we're going to learn about plenty of them happening right here in Alabama. So with that, thank you all so much for attending today. We do have the tail end of this that's on Facebook Live, but we're going to have the full video up very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic work week next week. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, thanks and goodbye. Good to meet you.
Bye.